Oh, that
Holy
was
fuck, that was nice.
And last but not least, let's go to here, share my screen, and chuck it over to I want on that one. Go live.
Watching stream, ready to go when you
This
are.
hit slideshow back all the way up to where we want to. And I think we are all good, running, recording, good to go, whatever you know.
All right, ready to go when you are.
Oh, send it. You can do the intro this time.
All right, well, you are listening to the Market Machines podcast. This is a first of many special episodes. Starting something new with season 2. This is called the Micro Machines Podcast International Summit. This is our spring summit for 2023. You may be wondering, what is an international insert season or whatever summit? And, well, we're going to get to that. So let's do some introductions. My name is Garrison, recording out of Kansas, drinking the last bit of coffee I've got, getting ready to clean up a hobby room. And, well, yeah, that's me.
And you've got me, Callum, all the way from New Zealand. I am drinking a very nice Jim Beam bourbon. And I've got to go to my parents for dinner tonight because it's Sunday night and it's usually when I have no food in the house. So, free dinner.
What are you guys having?
No idea.
Right on. Very well. Well, I know what we're having tonight for this scrumptious, very short episode. If you don't mind switching these slides for me, buddy, we'll get into it.
Righto.
All right, so the purpose. What's the purpose of this? So, to inform our audience of upcoming episodes, breaks, shows, or any other important matter regarding the podcast, such as new group builds. Basically, holding ourselves accountable, informing you, the viewers, and having a schedule. Pretty much plain Jane right there. As to keep us accountable is a really big part, and we also want to be more involved with the community. Next slide, please, good sir. Okay, that's cool and all, but what's the timeline? So, we are basing our timelines off of group builds. Now, these group builds vary in length of time. Typically, they're running anywhere from 3 to 5 months, right? That's kind of the average time frame we're looking at. So the current timeline we've got is the ongoing Cold War group build, which started February 1st and ends on June 1st. So here's an example of what these summits will look like when it comes to the timeline part. For the month of April, we've got April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. It's the summit, which is right now. Then next week, we plan on recording our Heritage Con recap, which will showcase all of the videos and pictures and interviews with Dennis and Jack from Heritage Con. Then the week after that, we are scheduling a catch-up / break week. And typically when we have a week we don't record, we are always on the Discord doing a kind of like a hangout. So you hop on the Discord, show your video, jump on audio, all hang out, build models, all sorts of good stuff. And then on April 22nd, that's when I will be presenting the podcast crew and you guys with the M26 Pershing episode. And then a week after that, Dennis will be presenting the HIMARS as Ukraine is doing to Russia. Not too soon. But yeah, that's kind of what a basic timeline looks like. So that's our April timeline. Callum, if you don't mind hopping.
I will say that these are a basic guideline because, as we all know, stuff in life kind of just pops out of nowhere and sometimes it throws us out of whack. So we will try and endeavour to try and keep a more consistent uploading and recording schedule because we have been a little bit, for the first year was a little bit off. You'll notice we had, I think at one point, I think we had 3 weeks where we couldn't record just because of life stuff. But
Yes.
So this new year, this new season, we'll endeavour that even if it's just the two of us, hell, even if it's just one of us, we'll do an episode, But we'll try and endeavour to keep content and uploads and episodes going. So it just lets you guys know what to expect, and also let us know that okay, we've got to do this, this, and this. Even if 3, 2, 1 person can't make it, we're still going to get something out for you guys, basically.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly right.
All right. What's the next month of May?
All right. So, what about the rest of the time between now and June? Let me tell you. So, the month of May, May 6th, I'll be doing the M42 Duster episode. By that time, I should be working on the Tamiya 42 Duster. Then a week after that, we're doing another catch up slash break. That way, we can catch up on editing. I say we. Callum can catch up on recording episodes, or I mean, editing episodes. We can catch up on making the slides, or whatever. Even if we just need a break, it's nice to have that scheduled break. So kind of the pattern we're going with is every month has 4 weeks, and out of those 4 weeks, we record for 3 of them, and we rest for one of them. And then May 20th, we will do a special episode where it's vehicles that need a decent model kit. We will get into that when the episode comes, but trust me, you will want to be here for it. And then May 27th, our one and only Dennis will be doing the F-35.
On which he'll be going way too in depth on research, and will probably be put on another list. Although,
Yeah.
knowing the stuff that we go searching for, yeah, we're on the list. Hi, FBI. Hope you're enjoying this week.
Right.
FYI, New Zealand has no extradition to you guys. I'm fine.
Asshole. All right. What about June? Let's see.
What do we got for June?
Great. Now June. We have the first is the scheduled end of our current group build. So that will mark the completion of the current group build. Between the first and the third, we will, formulate slides, get submissions ready, do our judging and everything else, and then we will have another international summer summit, just like we're doing now, except we'll have the group build winners, submissions are shown, the next group build's announced, all that stuff. So the rest of June will be announced at the Summer Summit. Be mindful, the dates listed are our goal recording dates, and those days are from the North American Central Standard Time time frame. While those episodes may not be published until the following week or weekend. So if we record today, the first, you probably won't be hearing this. It won't be uploaded until like the 4th, right? Just an example.
Yeah.
So don't expect the episodes to be out that day. Just know that, hey, we are recording that time. If you don't mind, go to the next slide real quick for me, Callum, and get a little more explanation going on. So
Yeah.
from here on out, every summit will be set up like this. So we will immediately go into the intros, how we normally start a podcast, and then it'll be straight to the next group build announcement. So I can't say it yet, but we'll immediately go, hey, next group build is this. We'll show the little picture, whatever, and then we will move straight into what we just went through, which is the planned episodes for the duration of said group build. So, for example, let's say the next group build starts June 6th and ends August 30th. We will showcase the episode scheduled for that duration. And then we will have a announcement for the guest for that duration. So something we're really aiming to do for every group build is having on at least one guest. So this duration we had Jeff from Scale Colors, our wonderful sponsor. Next, summit time frame, we're not too sure who yet, but we'll let people know at that time. And then after that's announced, we will go straight into announcing the winners of the previous group build we just closed out, as well as showing off the rest of these submissions, whether they were for competition or recreation. And then we will then conclude the summit. So it'll be probably about an hour, hour and a half episode, just kind of going through everything, letting you guys know what all and how. That way y'all stay informed. Y'all stay informed, up to date. We're kept accountable. We know what's going to be happening soon. And everyone's in the hearsay.
Yeah, so we will say we will hopefully be getting on a pretty cool guest soon. We're just trying to figure out scheduling times and whatnot.
Yes.
But yeah, and he's going to be pretty cool, I reckon, just looking at his work.
Yeah, boy. But I think this is the shortest episode we've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a quick one because, last week was just Garrison and I. This week it's the same again, just because Dennis, Jack's in, where is he? Costa Rica.
He's somewhere in the islands.
Yeah, he's going. He's on a surfing trip. Bastard. Um, Ezra. Oh, God knows. Um, and Dennis is.
He's got some personal stuff going on at the moment, so he wasn't able to make it tonight.
Yeah, so we figured, well, we'll use this week. I'm trying to catch up on things. Yes, sometimes my editing can drag on a little bit, even though it sounds like it really shouldn't. Um, but yeah, sometimes editing can take a little bit longer some days, just because I do work slightly, sometimes more than 40 hours a week. I do have other things in my life, so it's when I've got moments, I'll get things done in a big block. So, like occasionally, on Spotify, especially, I get a bit behind on uploads for that. So I do apologize. There was one moment where I uploaded 3 episodes all at once after 3 weeks of nothing. Um, that one's on me.
It happens.
Yeah, but I'm going to try and keep myself more consistent on doing those uploads and try and get content out for you guys and and we're going to focus on getting our quality up a bit more, which is a low bar to try and go above, but
We'll get there eventually.
yeah. We like to tell people that we like to sound amateurish and unprofessional on purpose.
Right.
We're trying to keep our amateur status.
I think we're doing a good job of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But yeah, so hopefully by the next summit we've got some plans in the work. We've got some exciting stuff. So hopefully those will come through and we'll have some good content for you guys.
Yes, absolutely. And one more thing before we conclude this spring summit. Just earlier when we mentioned shows, informing people of shows. So something we're kind of wanting to do is every model convention that at least two of the podcast crew members can meet up, or someone who's been on the podcast can meet up. We want to have a conclusion of that interaction. So whether it's an interview, showcasing the show itself, whatever the case may be, that's something that's important to us. That helps us get more outreach to you guys, as well as getting more content where you can relate more so than just an episode on the internet. You can, because most of you have been to shows, you've been to either a local or a big show, and if you haven't, definitely go. It's worth it. Bring money because you're going to want to spend it on the vendors. But yeah, just know when I mentioned shows and a show earlier, it wasn't just the same thing. It was also the episodes for our podcast as well as in-person conventions.
Yeah, and also saying all feedback is valuable. If you guys have anything you want to ask us, if you have any ideas on how you think we should improve, what you want to hear, what you want to hear discussed, or anything like that, just flick us an email, social medias, comment in video, whatever. Let us know what you guys think, what you want to hear. We'll see what we can do, because that sort of thing is important. I mean, we do like to make it our own stuff, but if you guys have any feedback you want to hear, you want us to hear, just let us know. We are more than receptive. I mean,
Absolutely. Especially the best way to reach us is on Discord. We're active there every day. At least one podcast member, and that's I think there's only been one time where there was only one podcast member actually active, and it was because everyone was either doing school, work, or on vacation, kind of like now. Um, but someone's always active. We have over 100 members on the Discord from all over the world. So anytime you're on, somebody else is also on. If you want advice, want to chat, whatever the case may be, we've got you covered.
yeah. And we've got some pretty cool people on that Discord. I mean, we've got Jeff Hearn from Scale Model, not Scale Model, Scale Color and SC3D. He's on there. He's fun to chat with. We do have Martin Drayton or MD Scale Model. He's the modeler in the sky, the airline attendant who does models in hotels. He's on our Discord. He's fun to chat with. He's a cool guy. So we got some interesting people on there. So if you want to get in touch with any of them through the Discord or anything like that, just they are very receptive to chat. They are really cool.
Absolutely. We don't really put up with stuck up on our podcast. So if you're chill, you want to be around chill people in the hobby, swing on by, indulge, have some laughs, and don't be a
All right.
respectfully.
All right. So that sort of concludes the summit for this period. Next week will be the Heritage Con wrap up and whatnot. So I need to boot Jack's ass into gear to get all the footage from him.
Gotta find him when he's not on the surfboard, man.
Yeah, man. Yep. Other than that, anything else to say?
While it's still going on, join the Cold War group build. I'm
Yeah.
about to start my tow weasel here in the next day or two. Now that my fireball diorama's done, so pumped. We got a lot of good submissions already, a lot of good works in progress. So come on by, throw something in, even if it's just for recreation. We would love to see
Yeah. I mean, hell, we've got 2 submissions. One of them being mine.
it.
I got mine finished yesterday. Then we got Don Trash Panda. He's put his in, and his one is bloody good.
Fuck yeah, that's gonna be a hard one to beat.
Yep. Yep.
And keep in mind, everyone, if a podcast member enters a submission to a group build, we are not eligible to win a prize.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, we're not going to give each other prizes. So
We just give each other other things. Anyway.
no, that was a great episode, Callum. I'm so glad you didn't out us.
Yeah, can't wait for next week. Next week's episode should be fun, interesting. Hear from Dennis and Jack, and I mean, if we're extremely lucky, we might get Don on board for that episode because he's always
We're gonna try to get Don on for that episode.
Yeah, because it'll be good to get his recap because you're looking at Don who is how old's Don? Like,
oh shit, I don't even know. He's got gray hair, so but he
He's-
looks. If he didn't have gray hair, he would look like he's in his like late 20s. But like he has gray hair, so I don't.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say mid-30s. So you got Don hanging out because we had a table at Heritage Con where everyone else was like the average physical age of what 20, 18.
Yeah,
Mental age,
I'd say probably
mental age around 12.
Oh, mental
Yeah.
age, yeah, 12, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see his perspective on the on that shit show. But yeah,
Agreed.
alrighty. Well then, until next time.
Now, thank you very much for joining us on our first summit. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
You're gonna have to memorize the new one.
Yeah, I know. It may be because I haven't watched.